Hey guys, what's up? So this is day one, the end of day one of stripping, and basically I just want to give you an update on the car, guys. So yeah, she's pretty stripped apart. I got every single suspension piece I wanted from this side. I'm not going to keep the CV axle. If I just roll my finger a little bit, maybe I'll remember. The boot is ripped. And, yeah. This, now you guys can really see what happened. Look at that. Wow. The stress was so strong on this side that it started pulling everything over. This frame actually did start to bend. Sorry, I got a bunch of tools in the way, but right there, you can see kind of a little, it's kind of not level. That started to bend, the frame started to bend right there, and right on the bottom here, exactly where this is, pretty much aligned. Yeah, I got really dirty hands, but that's what happens when you're working on a car. But so we got our bumper off and everything, our filled bumper, may I mention. Don't know if you guys didn't already know that. Yeah, it's still straight. The aluminum sheet, well, we call it a shield, but kind of cover is ripped to pieces, but we're still going to use it anyway. It's still protecting it anyway. Got the serpentine belt here. I cut it off because it's really not that good. It's all cracked and stuff, so, I mean, I could never use it really again. So, unless, of course, I got another car and, I guess I didn't think about that and had the belt shred. Well, I didn't think about that, whatever. There's the cooling fans. I got the bent radiator. This radiator is so bent, but it's still holding water. Not right now because I got everything unplugged, but yeah, this thing still holds water, and it's pretty bent, but you know what, I figured I'd save it in case, of course, I was running heats and features at some place like Herkimer or whatever, because they have their regular heats, and then they have a final heat to, well, smash off any of the junk that's left. Or you can bring the car back the next night, which is cool about Herkimer having 2 nights now. But obviously, I'm not going to be running a Herkimer this year, just because of the whole fact that I don't really have a demo car built, and I'm also not old enough yet to run at Herkimer. I will be old enough next year, though, so that's good. Anyway, got the alternator sitting right there. It's still a good alternator. I figured I'd take it off and everything like that. I might take the brace off, the actual mount off tomorrow. I'm done for tonight. You did quite a bit today. Been out here since like 11 o'clock. Right now it's probably almost 9. I'd have to say 8:30, somewhere around there. I'm also very, very tired. And this is the day after the demo, so I'm already aching from yesterday, kind of. So, yeah. But that's the life of a demolition derby right there. There's your AC condenser. I figured I'd save that for a meat shield. Holy crap, I can't speak. Figured I'd save this for a meat shield. It actually is straighter than my radiator is, believe it or not, which is surprising. To be honest, I think this thing might actually still be good. Maybe. That's about the worst spot right there. I'm not really sure what happened there. I know a bumper didn't hit it, so probably was that core support bending in. All I know is that core support bent hard on this side. Of course, everything bent hard on that side. Here's the real damage back here. It's pretty bad. Motor mount we welded pretty much solid, but it still didn't hold that well. It's actually some of the some of the welds actually started to break off, which was surprising. because none of the other welds, the welded crush boxes didn't give or anything. It was just this frame was, I think there was too much strength up here, so the frame decided to bend. So that's something to know for next time. Although you'd think that this is a W body, this should be strong, but it really isn't that strong. So for anybody that's going to be derbying a Buick Century, either put a weaker bumper than what we had on it, like a maybe a Ford Taurus bumper, or even maybe the stock bumper, but I wouldn't recommend using those. Those are absolute crap bumpers, but whatever. Maybe good for 4 cylinders, but not very good for V6. But yeah, you guys can see what happened right there. This thing just tore right out. Yep. Gonna have a little trouble taking out this lower control arm because the that plate is bent right on that bolt. So we're pretty much just planning to take a jack, put something under it, and just bend that plate back maybe, and or cut this plate off, or even maybe cut the bolt off. It doesn't really matter as long as we get this control arm off, because I wouldn't care so much, but this thing is custom. It's custom made for the suspension that we put on this car. Although I may never run that suspension again due to the fact that I'm probably never going to run Brookfield again. So there's that, guys. I finally say it on camera, I think. I think that was the first time. Maybe I said it in the last video, but this will probably be the last time I run Brookfield, because I just don't like it. It's kind of a longer drive as well, but you know what? I'd rather go more stock than built, because I put 100 hours into this car, guys. Building derby cars, I think would be a lot easier with a lift, but I guess we built a really good car, but it's just obviously the frame couldn't handle it. So yeah, so there's day 1 of stripping, guys. I'm sorry, I'm kind of probably boring you guys out, but I got this motor pretty well stripped. Took the coil packs off. I'm actually going to pull those all the fuses out of this car before I pack up for the night. So there's pretty much the end of day 1 of stripping. I'm not going to keep this because it's bent. But anyway, there's day 1 of stripping. Hope you guys at least like the video, and like, comment, subscribe, and bye-bye, everybody.